Let's never forget that the mainstream media and establishment usually likes to celebrate some of the most awful, horrible, debaucherous, and disgusting people in our society, like this guy.
Hey, yo, New York! New York, we fucking did it! Harlem, we did it. Mount Vernon, we did it. The Bronx, we fucking did it. Let's go. The key to the city. Yeah.
Shut up! You little weird baby oil enthusiast. This, as we have to remember, Jeffrey Epstein also was another person that was sold to us as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, as a stock trader, and of course, a big giver into the communities of small children that, of course, he was ritualistically abusing, a part of one of the world's largest international trafficking and extortion operations on the face of this earth, all paid for by your tax dollars. Let's not forget the bigger kind of undertones of this particular story, as James O'Keefe now has more updates for us, specifically when it comes to the story of the decade, that I think is absolutely important to talk about, as of course we have comments from MTG and some new surprising comments from Piers Morgan about this, interviewing one of the Project Veritas victims recently. That truly is highlighting a very eye-opening type of situation here that is ripe for public disclosure. There hasn't been an issue that has been this important for the American public to get released than, I think, anything else. And I will argue that this is one of the most important stories to get out there, to expose, to get the full truth on, in order if we want to have any kind of normal semblance of our society, not a society run on extortion, power, and ritualistic child sacrifice and abuse. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this particular video and a lot more. So subscribe, click the notification button. We're finally almost at a positive. We've been like negative subscribers for years. YouTube doesn't like us, but we're negative 56. If 57 of you guys subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Now, James O'Keefe, a couple hours ago, posted this tweet here with a lot of people responding, "Oh, come on." As let's be honest with ourselves, some of the party shenanigans, that included me, we're the best of optics here, particularly with what just happened with Pam Bondi, the release there that she kind of nerfed as she came out and did a press conference with what Project Veritas had her secretly saying in a restaurant 9 days ago. And even what she announced wasn't that big of a deal, let's be honest with ourselves. But regardless of that, regardless of the optics here, James O'Keefe has still done incredibly important work when it comes to exposing a lot of the horrible things in our society. And whether you're a big fan of the theatrics or not, or the buildup or not, we still cannot significantly describe how a lot of the work is monumental, is important, especially when it came to the release that he just did with John Bryan, which sadly isn't getting as much attention because there was a lot of buildup to this. And the buildup, a lot of people believe, kind of flatlined. A lot of people are like, well, it just confirmed that Prince Andrew is a pervy guy. No, it confirmed a lot more than that, as we had Prince Andrew's former crisis manager coming out saying he's pissed. He's angry because Prince Andrew lied to him when it came to his relations with small children, as this guy came out, and he is soon going to be interviewed by Piers Morgan. And I'm going to be watching this interview because this is going to be a big interview, as this guy was involved in his own weird, freaky toe-sucking scandal himself. But before getting into all of that, James O'Keefe responded to this video that just came out saying, "We've got them right where we want them, and we're going to drop more." As of course, it was James O'Keefe's video of this royal family advisor coming out and, saying, not knowing he was being recorded, not knowing he was on the record, I was lied to. That guy likes to have adult relations with small children, and he has adult relations with multiple small children. He didn't say it verbatim like that. He said it in his own way, but That's extensively what he revealed here to an undercover Project Veritas reporter that was working for James O'Keefe here. As now, this is the teaser that we're having Piers Morgan release here when it comes to this guy coming forward and now finally speaking ever since that video was released of him by Project Veritas.
Well, know you were brought in to try and get through the fallout from the Newsnight interview. Virginia Dufresne, she has just taken her life. Right in the middle of all this, here is you, John Bryan. You were involved in a massive royal scandal yourself, so you know what it's like. If what you said to this undercover journalist in the bar is the truth, you would be accusing Prince Andrew of a very serious criminal offence.
Yep, it is a very serious criminal offense that, by the way, the British authorities came out and officially declared, we're not interested in investigating that. The grooming gangs, no. Oh, British children actually being hurt here, we don't care. No, they didn't exactly say, we don't care, but they might as well. As they said, yeah, well, we see no merit in investigating the royal family, a royal family that has a history of being connected to a lot of child predators and people who hurt children. And there's a lot of really bad people, whether it's Edward Heath or Jimmy Savile or Yoris Deming, many others that are just absolutely horrible people out there. Before playing the rest of this clip, because there's about 35 seconds left of it, and playing the MTG clip and showing you the new images that James O'Keefe got from the island, we wanted to tell you about LukeUnfiltered.com. As of course we went to the island. I want to go to do more stuff like this. It's just hard because I don't have the budget to do it. We run everything on a shoestring budget. The IRS literally is just like screwing us over, and we need your support. We need your help more than ever. If there ever was a time to sign up, it is now. It's less than 20 cents a day. It means the world to us. Check your spam box, because that's how you get logged in to lookunfiltered.com. 13 plus years of exclusive videos, 3 masterclasses, and in real life exclusive meetups, as we're going to be hanging out and doing a meetup at PorkFest in just a few weeks from now. If you wanted to go to PorkFest, use code Simon plus Luke and get 10% off of your tickets. We're also going to be at the Las Vegas Bitcoin Conference coming up soon as well. Use promo code WRC for 10% off of your tickets there. And we're going to do meetups. We're going to hang out. I'm talking to some of the members right now in our private chat room. You also get one-on-one access with me. You get to talk to me by becoming a member of LukeUnfiltered.com. Take advantage of that. I also told supporters, I guess they're shy, hey, send a video of you asking a question. I'll play it here in these particular videos. We haven't had anyone do that yet, but if you want to be the first one to do that, I will play your questions here when they're related to a specific topic and make videos about them, all exclusively here just through LukeUnfiltered.com. So again, make sure to check the spam box, sign up, click the link down in the description below, and join the festivities, the in real life meetups. I mean, the networking that happens with some of these people. I mean, we have like freaking pharmaceutical scientists next to like police officers, next to like members of federal agencies that are openly, willingly like saying, hey, they're not on the cover. They're saying, hey, this is actually who I work for. I actually listen to you guys, and this is my information. There's people in all walks of life and all media, and I always bring out my special like influencer personality friends. So these are great meetups to be a part of. Sign up now and be a part of them. Now, let's continue on with this Piers Morgan kind of sizzle reel, teasing this interview with the guy that Project Veritas exposed. Knew Prince Andrew was hurting small children. First initially covered it up, was lied to, exposed it, and ever since hasn't really publicly spoken out until now when Project Veritas kind of forced his hand and now he's doing interviews. Will he actually expose Prince Andrew for all the horrible, deprived, disgusting behaviors that he did with children during this interview? I hope so, but it looks like the facial expressions he's making here, that this is going to be another kind of cover-up job that's not going to work too well.
I regret it sincerely and deeply.
You say that he was effing underage girls. That's not cool.
I was completely shocked and surprised when it came out.
Yeah. There should be more scrutiny here, not on you. I wonder if the royal family kind of came out and said, listen, we're going to get you. We're going to hurt you. You better come out and you better say you made it all up. that might be the situation here. And if it is, this is going to be must-see television because it's so overt now. I mean, Prince Andrew was like, that's a fake photo. That's not me. That's not my arm. I don't sweat. What? Can you send us medical records saying you don't sweat? Nope, can't do that. Here, I'll settle out. And Prince Andrew settled out with Virginia Dufresne that allegedly decided to take her own existence, as her father questions that. Her lawyer questions that as well. And there's some questions that are still looming here about the person that, of course, made this as big of a case as it is, that now no longer here is with us. This is something that we saw the Daily Beast actually write. Because of this incident with Virginia Dufresne, there is never, ever going to be a redemption arc for Prince Andrew. And I guess that's one of the saving graces, if you're being optimistic here, looking at things, that this man who, again, lied through his teeth with his relationship about Mr. Epstein. And again, there's a lot of other ones. There's Kevin Spacey. There's Bill Gates. What are they doing? Hanging out. Woody Allen. That guy already sus. Major sus vibes. Okay. Now, with these guys, yeah, there's some questions that deserve to be answered.
Why did he continue to see Epstein after Epstein had already become a convicted pedophile? Do you know the answer to that?
Yep. And it's important to note here, major banking institutions, huge financial centers said, come on in. Oh, you're a registered offender here? Oh, you don't even need to follow the protocols of being a registered offender? That's weird. Huh. That's weird how the government here knows you're convicted, you know what, knows you're a registered offender, but you don't have to check in. You don't have to abide by any of the rules that all these other offenders have to abide by. Huh, that's strange, isn't it? What's going on there? Interesting. And the big banking institution says, come on in, use our banks. Oh, send millions of dollars without any kind of transparency or accountability or oversight or paperwork. Sounds great. They were, by the way, also sued. And they had to settle out with the families.
Epstein was there to pull his extortionate plot, and he was a target.
Do you believe that Prince Andrew has sex with Virginia Dufresne?
Yeah, that kind of says it. Oh, it's like, yeah, I know, but I like to live. That's extensively what he said here. It's like, oh, crap. And good line of questioning. Listen, I had my criticisms of Piers Morgan before, but I'll give him a follow for that one. Good line of questioning here. Really good stuff here. And again, it's kind of hilarious how John Bryan is Andrew's crisis advisor. He's the guy in 1992 that was doing some weird stuff here, as other people are saying, I love this nothing burger. Will this be a nothing burger? I think, listen, the fact that the corporate media has tried to cover up the story for so long, the fact that the government here has aided and abetted in this extortion, child trafficking operation of thousands of children here, the fact that this all is kind of unfolding and happening the way it is, any bits of information, including this one, as this creepy image was found inside of Epstein's island through the latest revelation from James O'Keefe and Project Veritas, as of course they just released what they say is the first ever footage from inside Jeffrey Epstein's private island mansion. And they show a kitchen here. And in that kitchen was this image here, specifically of a child in a sink. Again, once you understand the kind of ramifications of what was happening there, because we were able to confirm ourselves here when I was doing investigations on the Virgin Islands there, that children were being brought in here. And it wasn't just, women that looked like they were 18. It was children. It was 9-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 5-year-olds. There's babies. There's a lot of weird stuff. This is the footage that James O'Keefe just released inside of Jeffrey Epstein kitchen. He says there's a lot more videos coming, and this is the kind of image that was there. Very kind of Podesta art-like type of scenario here, highlighting once again just weird artistic, quote, renditions of what looks like a Diddy freak-off party. This was the painting that was in the background of this photo here. And again, the photo, it's very similar to what we've seen with the Podesta stuff out there. But people are saying it's a Picasso. Again, life of the rich and famous here, being able to do whatever they want. Here's an additional angle of the kitchen there. And again, it's been so long. The fact that we still haven't gotten anything, the fact that they haven't even raided the New Mexico mansion, the fact that we still don't know exactly what's going on here as other Epstein victims are coming forward, releasing more of their videos and photos from the island. The island's a creepy place here. But as James O'Keefe is hinting at here, with all of these releases, he's actually having other people come forward and release more information to him that he's going to be releasing on his particular platform here. He even released a number, and then he said this.
Outreach and tips. And we've heard from these sources that they don't trust anybody due to the lack of transparency and accountability in the United States government. We increasingly find ourselves in a circumstance where none of the criminals in the most powerful institutions in America are held to account for anything.
Yep, that's true. And we've been waiting for a very long time. Congresswoman MTG just came out and had a lot of eye-opening things to say about this situation. She definitely is a firebrand. She definitely doesn't hold anything back, and I agree with her assessment. That's the assessment I made. As soon as we had phase one, I was like, oh, goodness gracious. I like, my like face fell into my hands. I was like, you got to be kidding me. No. I was like, really? That's how you guys are getting the files? You're asking the criminals to indict themselves? The files are gone. And I was like, as soon as I found out what was happening behind the scenes, I thought for sure that they had whistleblowers. I thought for sure that they had something substantive, that they had something legitimate. All they had was a request letter saying, hey, FBI, that was a part of the criminal cover-up that silenced victims, that never did their job here, that allowed these predators to roam free for so long with your help and assistance. Yeah, you guys turn yourselves in. Incriminate yourselves and give us the evidence to incriminate yourselves now. That's essentially what Pam Bondi did. And as soon as I found that out, I was like, you got to be kidding me. And right now, whether you like the theatrics or the salesmanship of Project Veritas or not, or James O'Keefe or not, still, I think this is extremely important work. It's going to be interesting to see that interview. And good on for MTG for actually speaking the truth here. As she's another firebrand that's been absolutely kicking some major butt here. This is what she had to say.
And to know about, and those are the people that need to be exposed. However, they've been protected and hidden for a very long time, and I cannot answer why that has been the case, and it should never be the case. I want to go a step further, Benny. While Kash Patel and Pam Bondi say they are reviewing all the footage through the FBI and working to get this evidence out to the American people, I certainly hope they do so, and I'm expecting them to do so, and I think everyone should be expecting them to do so. But I'll weigh in on something that James Comer said to you is, you know, the Trump administration just got in power a few months ago. We have no idea what evidence there was maybe before the Biden administration left. We have no idea what the evidence was years ago because we weren't in charge of it. However, I will remind everybody about all those shredding trucks that set out in front of the Department of Justice and set out in front of other agencies and departments. And so it's of my personal opinion is I do wonder how much evidence has been destroyed.
All of it. Vast majority of it. That, of course, implicates high-level profile people like the Clintons, like the Kevin Spaceys, like the Weinsteins, like the Woody Allens, like the Prince Andrews, like all these other individuals that, of course, are still roaming the streets with many other powerful individuals that still haven't been named yet, that are hurting small children still to this day. That right there is criminal. That to me is insane. If you agree, share this video. Sign up to LukeUnfiltered.com. I want to do more adventures. I literally went on the island to report on this type of stuff. I want to do more of that type of stuff, but I need your help in order to do it. Support me, LukeUnfiltered.com. 20 cents a day means the world to us. Stay tuned for more, all here exclusively on YouTube.com/WeAreChange.